As seen on CBS, Ohio State visiting third-ranked Purdue. Boilermakers, the #1 seed in CBS Sports' March Madness bracket preview show, but trying to avoid their third straight loss. They squeaked past the Buckeyes in their first meeting of the season back in January. Zach Eady was the man for the Boilermakers. Here he is in the first, spinning, throwing down with 2. It's worth another look. And more from Eady here. Boilermakers up 9. Little hook shot falls, Purdue up 11. Zach Eady having his way, and he wasn't done. 8 seconds left in the first half. Boilermakers up 7. Off the miss, here's Eady. Put back, slam. Purdue up 9 at the half. Eady had 16, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks in the first half, and nobody even came close in the box score to that. Early second, Boilermakers up 12 off the miss. Eady grabbing the board, can't put back. Mason Gillis gets the rebound. He can't get it to go, and there's Eady. Another rebound, and sinks the hook shot this time. Purdue up 14. Eady finished with 26 and 11. Looking for some help. Boilermakers up 18. How about David Jenkins Jr. with a fake, little sidestep, dropping a 3. Purdue up 21. The starters, yeah, they're loving it. 5 minutes left in regulation. They're up 23. Braden Smith kicking it out to Brandon Newman. That 3 is bouncing around and rolling down. Hometown bounce. Purdue up 26. They go on to win it 82-55. Purdue's 9th win in their last 12 against Ohio State. Ohio State's 8th straight loss and their 13th in their last 14 games. Let's talk positive here. Zach Eady, his 21st double-double of the season. That is tied for the most in Division I. And after the game, here's Jim Spinarkle with Zach Eady.
Zach, after losing 3 out of the last 4, you guys bounced back. Playing on your home floor has made a little difference right now.
Pardon?
Playing on your home floor has changed the approach of the team.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we're back at home playing in front of our fans. You know, we're probably the best fans in the country. They really helped us out today, brought us energy from the jump. We're back, and we just feel great playing at home.
What are your thoughts about your team this year versus last year in terms of having the balance and depth a little different than last year?
Yeah, it's just 2 completely different teams. I mean, both our teams have really good depth, just distributed differently this year.
What are your thoughts going forward in terms of the conference and then the tournaments in terms of your play? You've been a focal point in terms of the offense. They'll continue to get you the basketball down low, but your decisions have been fabulous.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I've been really working on that. We're probably passing out the double, staying strong in the double. You know, my team really, they need me to be productive on offense, so it's something I take seriously. Make sure I don't turn the ball over, stay strong with it, and just make the right reads.
Congratulations on another good effort.
Thank you.
Zach Eady is having himself a season. He's got the most games with 25 and 10 this season in all of D1. Jake Stevens of Tennessee Chattanooga, the Moccasin. He's 2 behind, and Azulis Tubelis of Arizona's got 5, but nobody's touching Zach Eady so far this season. For more on Purdue's win over Ohio State, let's turn to the guys who called it on CBS.
Spiro Dedes, Jim Spinarkle here in West Lafayette with your CBS Sports HQ game recap. Another day at the office for Zach Eady and the #3 team in the country, Purdue. Closer first half than I think most people would have anticipated. Really rough year for Ohio State, but the Boilermakers just too strong down the stretch.
Spiro, when you have a guy like Eady who at 7'4", 280 is just really unmovable down low, and he really understands how to get his footwork working. He gets positioned down low, and then really it's just a matter of dropping the ball in the hoop. He's been sensational in terms of his improvement.
26 points and 11 rebounds for the favorite for consensus National Player of the Year, his 21st double-double of the year, most in the country.
And not only does he understand where he wants to catch the ball, but they get it to him where he's very good at it. But defensively, offensive rebounding, just an overall great game, and really only played 30 minutes or so of time, didn't play the last 9.5 minutes of this game.
Final numbers as Purdue ends this little mini 2-game slump. Dominant on the glass, as has been the case for most of this season, as the Boilermakers win it 82-55, your final. That's the story from West Lafayette. For Jim Spinarkle, Spiro Dedes saying so long. We'll talk to you soon on CBS.
And let's welcome in CBS Sports writer Kyle Boone to talk about The Boilermakers, third-ranked team in the country, but coming off a couple losses. How do you feel about the way they performed in a bounce-back win over the Buckeyes?
Yeah, feel very good about the way that Purdue looked today. You know, coming off a loss, I wanted to see not only how they would come out against this Ohio State team, but how they would finish. You know, they had been outscored in the second half in 7 of their last 10 games. It's I think, a spot where Purdue has that they've kind of been front runners this season. They've started hot in games, but a lot of games they have not quite been able to finish strong. And today they absolutely sent a statement. It seemed like they were out on a mission. They outscored Ohio State in the second half 44-26. Really impressed with what I saw from the Boilermakers. Zach Eady was huge in this game on offense. He had a double-double. He had 3 blocks, and defensively, he was a game changer for the Boilermakers. He was cleaning up around the rim, not only getting easy looks in the paint, but cleaning up in ways where his teammates were missing. He was there for an easy putback. So classic Zach Eady game for Purdue. They get a win 82-55, and one that I think they really needed, kind of a confidence boost after the struggles they've had of late.
Yeah, it's struggles of late, but not really struggles all season. I mean, half their wins came in their last couple games, half their losses, pardon me, in their last couple games before this. Where do you think Purdue ends up when the new rankings come out? Because they came into the week ranked 3rd in the nation. They lose twice, but they finished strong. Where are they?
Yeah, I think they're still going to end up inside the top 5, you know, despite the struggles they've had of late. Their resume, when you look at what they've accomplished to this point in the season, you can put them up with just about any team in college basketball. They still have the 2nd most quad 1 wins in college basketball, 2nd behind only Kansas. So, you know, there's a reason that, you know, when the selection committee over the weekend released its top 16 teams, Purdue was still a #1 seed. They still have a top 3 resume in college basketball. So they've had some struggles of late, but what they did building up their resume early in the season and really up through January, I think has done enough where I think AP voters will still have them inside the top 5.
That's Kyle Boone from CBS Sports. Kyle, appreciate the knowledge. Thanks a lot, man. And this is a look at our bracket. Got Jerry Palm. These are his #1 seeds right now. You got Alabama, the #1 team in the nation, #1 in the South. Houston playing on this Sunday, #1 team in the Midwest. Purdue, a winner over Ohio State at home, the #1 seed in the East. And then Kansas he has as the #1 seed coming out of the Western region.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.